Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the Underdark. 'Tis a scary place. 'Tis a silly place. Last time we examined the habits and dangers of cloakers, ropers, and rust monsters. Oh my. Today we'll be taking a look at some of the more intelligent and creative natives of the caves. Let's begin this time with the neutral evil race of fish-like humanoids called the Kuato. These creatures dwell in darkness, and even in their mad state prove to be clever and practical. When they encounter opposition, they use tactics to capture their enemies rather than kill them. The Kuato are proficient with spears, but they prefer to use their sticky shields to disarm enemies, then use nets, whips, and specially designed pincer staffs to subdue them. These slippery creatures weren't always crazy. They were driven into darkness by humans and other surface dwellers many moons ago. It was around that time that Mindflares and their ilk would dominate the Kuato and enslave them. Eventually, the Kuato would be abandoned, left to their weakened and maddened state. One thing that separates this community from the rest of the Underdark, however, is their ability to believe gods into existence. If enough of the Kuato imagine and believe in a god of their own creation, it is very likely to manifest into a physical form. One such case is the Sea Mother, Bilptulpulp. And no, I didn't just fall into a pool as I'm recording this video, that's her name. Individually, the Kuato aren't much of a threat, but if you find yourself in a scuffle with the whole clan, you may as well start worshipping the Sea Mother now, and you better pronounce her name correctly too. Up next is a creature that makes you dumb as it says yum. That's right, it's the Intellect Devourer, which is not easy to say or easy to fight if you're ambushed. This aberration is essentially a brain with legs, created by humanoid illithids called Mindflares. Their sole purpose is to magically eat the smarts out of their victim's mind and leave them as an empty shell. When this process is through, this walking brain will take control of the body, knowing every fact and memory of its prey. Intellect Devourers will typically use a newly controlled body to lure other unsuspecting adventurers closer to their masters, so that they too may feed on their minds. Intellect Devourers are stealthy and will often try to sap their prey's minds without being seen. This makes them a very dangerous foe for the unobservant or the careless. If you plan on going too deep into the Underdark, make peace with your search history, because this brainy beast will know everything. Insidious, tactful, plotting, manipulative. No, I'm not talking about Karen from accounting. I'm referring to the Mindflare. This Squidward-looking humanoid is one of the most dangerous beings on the material plane. They are the creators of the Intellect Devourers and have been puppet masters to full empires and colonies across hundreds and even thousands of years. These illithids are mostly of one single hive mind, communicating telepathically. Mindflayers will often have thralls that do their bidding if they encounter strong resistance with their prey. Subjugated beings will stop at nothing to protect their masters, even if it means throwing their lives away in the process. Their masters, however, will often weaken their foes with large blasts of mind-bending psychic energy. When the target is subdued, Mindflayers will maintain their strength by consuming the physical brain of their victims to enhance and strengthen their psionic powers. Illithids are never without a plan or a purpose. Anyone who interrupts their plan will meet a horrific and agonizing end. There's no joke here, because Mindflayers are no freaking joke. Deep in the heart of a Mindflayer colony, you will usually find a large aberration called the Elder Brain. The hive mind operation we mentioned earlier centers around this briny brain. It has the ability to manipulate the thoughts, memories, and dreams of any creature within a 5-mile radius. One who is unaware of this manipulation will often be a pawn in the Elder Brain's grand plans. Sometimes, however, the Elder Brain will summon its victims directly to its lair, so that it may feast upon the brain of its hapless victim. When it's not manipulating a mind or consuming brains, the Elder Brain is constantly establishing psychic links to numerous servants and future victims. This tentacled brain also has the ability to eavesdrop on any telepathic conversations within its massive radius of influence. While you may think that a giant brain lusts strictly for knowledge, you may be surprised to learn that the Elder Brain is an egotistical creature. It desires the most valuable and most important things in the multiverse. So on the bright side, if you find yourself in its thrall, you can take solace in knowing that you must be one of the most important beings on the material plane, even for a fleeting moment. Find no shame in being fearful or weary around any of these creatures. Those with wisdom know that fear keeps you alive. Tread carefully, friends, as you walk the perilous path of the Underdark. Have you or your party ever encountered any of these aberrations of evil? What were the results? Did you all make it out alive? I'm curious to hear your tales of triumph or defeat in the Underdark. In any case, to be serious, I hope that you're taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And stay creative. And as always, keep on rolling, baby. And we'll talk soon.